Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And welcome back to another video. We take on the Ohio State Buckeyes in Ohio State. So let's just see how this goes. When we come out with the victory.
As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will go to work first. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare, because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision. He can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking downfield, it's Lanning. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 20.
Him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
Good, solid tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vincent. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give out of the gun. Made a defender miss. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Barnes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd downs. Everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 4 over Toledo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dallas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. And off to the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before defensive end.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Lanning. Floats it out in space. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying play action. Sends it downfield. Hauls in the deep ball. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Creates a little room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over. And how many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll snagged out of the air. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and
Touchdown. That's what I'm talking about.
Touchdown, Rutgers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Hand off from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Pulls it in. It's Barnes. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. To throw, it's Lanning. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yard out to the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Tackled there by the defense.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Lanning. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball's at the 24, a kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the counter. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are on the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Gets away from one. He's got space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air. It's Lanning. Makes the grab on the left. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Got a man in the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Unloads it left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He might want another play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get a plays. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
The Scarlet Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Dropping back, it's Lanning. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got his man to the left. Here he goes. Tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 7 over the Red Hawks of Miami. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Got it set up on the outside. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. Now the play fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Bring in the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Lanning. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Got his man on the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
What a great hit by the defender, forcing the incompletion. They knew coming into this game that they were going to try to throw because of his speed. It's game-breaking. So everybody on defense, always aware of where he's lining up, but these safeties especially, and these linebackers are aware. If this dude's coming over the middle of the field, we are going to put a hat on him, and we are going to make him feel us, and they did it right there on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. Good pick up, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line. On third and short, the power run here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And you got to expect for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Vincent. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Lanning. He's got him. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On first down from the 13-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the single back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from
hey, so I'll put the backup quarterback in. Let's see what he's going to do for the rest of the second half.
Wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Barnes.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Buys a little time with his feet. It's caught. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They just keep firing. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him this time. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the out.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found this guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Lining up to add another. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Toss to the outside. Oh, better look out! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay. Down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Barnes. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's got his man across the middle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off play action. Looking to the tight end. He's got it. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throws to the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a handoff.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Just keep slinging it. Back's looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle the defense.
Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now this. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking for a man. It's Lanning. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Barnes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Barnes. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Scarlet Knights are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So, what's your play?
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rutgers.
That is much in the big time. Your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. There he goes. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll try it over the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking for a man. It's Lanning. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give on the counter. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Right back to him on the ground. Nice move there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick.
This game right here is what you call a hard-earned victory. We're taking a knee. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here with a 35-34 victory over Ohio State. And we needed this victory.
We did it, y'all. They gave me a run for my money, but we did it. 35-34. Rutgers takes the win. We needed that victory.
You love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on.
Coach, your team came back from 14 points down. What did you tell your team?
I told my guys to stay locked in and patient. The big plays will happen. Just stick to what we prepared for, and we will come out on top.